Now, I didn't know that I'd actually seen an Amber Heard movie, too. I saw an Amber Heard movie. It was called Pineapple Express. She played Seth Rogen's girlfriend. She did a great job. And Pineapple Express. So, people were actually mentioning that there could be sexual assault and that perhaps rape, Johnny Depp and rape, was mentioned. I didn't realize that Johnny Depp had actually been that violent towards Amber Heard. She seems unrepentant upon her violent ways. So this whole thing is pretty ugly. But the Sun had documented 12 of the 14 incidents, and they got, names and dates and pictures and everything. So Johnny Depp did put his hands on her. Was she, abusing him too? That's possible too. But very disappointing because fuck, Johnny Depp had all them good ass movies But 14 violent altercations happened between 2013 and 2016. Depp, however, claimed that Heard was abusive and aggressive. She was the abusive one and the aggressive one. And so, what I can tell from this, trial so far, Johnny Depp is guilty of hitting her. He's definitely guilty of hitting her. Is she guilty? Maybe, but he is. And I guess we'll see if the trial points out that she was the abusive one. If she was the abusive aggressor, in their relationship. But that Sun article was such a great article. It really breaks it down. Names, dates, pictures. Johnny Depp hit her on several occasions, but, I guess since I still liked him, I'm still kind of, was she just a victim too? Clearly, they were only married for 2 to 3 years. They should have definitely got out. And then she's dating James Franco and Elon Musk too. I mean, that's a hell of a fucking thing. Not just cheat on you with, the guy next door, but a superstar. Well, I'm dating Elon Musk. Johnny Depp got his finger severed in one of the abusive incidents. Severed. He got his fucking finger severed. So, crystal ball, would you consider that violence? If somebody severs your finger? What about AOC? AOC, is that violence? If somebody... So she threw a glass bottle and it severed, his finger. So it's not like he's without injuries. I was shocked by several of these incidents of Depp. So there was one incident where he grabbed her by the hair and slapped her 3 times. And so it's is it a Will Smith kind of slap? Because Crystal Ball said, oh, that's not a real slap. So when he slapped her 3 times, that's violence, right? Was it a playful slap? Was it out of anger? Did he, in Colorado, you have to prove bodily injury. So, okay, he slapped her, but was there bodily injury? If there's no bodily injury, it's not an assault in Colorado. He got his finger severed. So that's an assault. And that's got to be fucking freaky as shit, seeing your severed finger just sitting there. There's another time he was on a drug binge, and he apparently had kicked her in the back while he was flying on a private jet or some shit. So I can't stand abuse. And of course you're not supposed to abuse grown men and women. But men and women, you're the examples, right? You're the fucking nuclear family and shit, so... I feel like as a man, I want to protect the most vulnerable in our society. So the elderly and the transgendered and the children and women and men, the elderly and gay folks and transgendered and animals and, the vulnerable. Can you abuse men and women? Yeah, you can abuse men and women. Can a woman be just a pitiful, pathetic creature just being abused nonstop? Sure. Can a man be a pitiful, pathetic creature being abused the whole time? Sure. Mostly I would say, maybe it's the man, probably the man. It's easier to think of the man as the perpetrator, right? And then another part of this just gives me a whole Gabby Petito, feeling. They're having these little small arguments, but this shit could have gone fucking out of control. So I'm glad they did eventually separate. I'm glad they did divorce. I mean, you all met on The Rum Diaries. The Rum Diaries was a terrible movie, so maybe their love was just based upon they were, stuck in a terrible movie together and they tried to make the best of it and then just kept on going. There's some audio recordings where she's laughing at him, reporting domestic violence on her. There's also another audio recording where she can't promise that she won't be violent again. So she's got no reassurance. She's got no emotional intelligence. You can't physically attack me. It's not so much that you hurt me, but it hurts my feelings. To me, when a person when I got abused as a youngster, a bunch of things. Being taken over to my aunt's house and their kids are shooting guns and shit. Got taken to my grandmother's house and she just started pummeling the shit out of me. My aunt comes into my house, twists my arm. There was just violence all over the place, and it happened over and over again. And what never happened was, hey, what happened? Nobody asked me what happened. Nobody cared about what had happened, and nobody cared about justice. Nobody cared about, let's figure this out. You can't go around, they're sitting there telling me what to do, don't do this, but when I'm being attacked, they're acting like they're the nicest motherfucking people to the people that are hurting me. And then in the long run, the best way to get into their good graces was to abuse me. We turned this one into a scapegoat. Come on in. And that happened for 17 years. So, that happened for 2 or 3 years, and this is all terrible and violent and crazy. But she's rich. She's got money. She's got James Franco and Elon Musk. I had nobody. Still kind of, I got a couple people, but I don't have no fucking Elon Musk. I don't have no Hey, Elon Musk, can you, yeah, me and Johnny got into it again. You want to go get a pizza? Because that'd be nice, right? Having some man be a competitor for another man, and then me just go out and get a nice little pizza and then go to, freely come and go wherever the hell I want to go. Now, Johnny Depp, as much as I want to be on Johnny Depp's side, I can't. This will probably be the last time I talk about this, but he put out some alarming texts. So he's sitting there saying that I hope I see a rotting corpse in the back of a Honda Civic or some shit. I don't know if that was a joke or what the fuck that was. I mean, some of this could be like, I guess I don't see Johnny Depp being like that. But Johnny Depp did talk about he's got a monster. Everybody has a monster. And she's like, the whole Jekyll and Hyde stuff, it's just too much. It's just too much. No, he was mostly fucking good and you goddamned abused him to the point where he abused you back. That's what I think happened. This ain't much ado about nothing. This is much ado about something. Thank God they broke it off. And, if anything, they should try to talk about what happened and how could you have prevented that and what they got stuck in the situation and then just couldn't get a breakaway or what the fuck happened. Entanglement? So yeah, there's some of my thoughts about the whole. Ultimately, get to the truth, right? You want to know who's right and who's wrong? They both seem wrong. This is about the op-ed. That the op-ed hurt his. I think your relationship hurts your reputation. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll hear more about, they're both abusive and it'd be interesting to see how the trial goes. But, yeah. Fuck you, abusers. Fuck you, abusers.